G'day ladies and gentlemen, ScottyD here from the Australia's Tabletop Wargaming Network, and welcome back for another South Pacific ITC Snapshot for the month of June. Now yes, it is the first week of July. Unfortunately, with me moving house last week, it kind of jumbled things up a little bit and I wasn't able to get the snapshot done last week. So we're doing it a bit later because technically June didn't end until midnight Sunday. So this is the most recent snapshot we're going to be doing for June, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now, we're going to be talking about the updated ITC rankings. We're going to be looking at the top players, top teams, as well as top players for every faction, as well as all the events that have happened and the events that are happening coming up over the next month or two as well for you guys, so you can keep on attending events and getting those juicy ITC points for the 2024-2025 season. But before we jump into it, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone who has been supporting us on YouTube so far this year. Really appreciate everyone who has been subscribing to the channel, watching our content, liking our videos, leaving comments, all that fun stuff, because it's because of you guys that we have just unlocked community monetization here on the network, which you can check out. You can have a look at the different membership tiers. We've also got super chats and stuff as well for when we are doing live tournament coverage on both Twitch and YouTube as well. But thank you so much to everyone who has helped with that, and we're going to keep on forging forward until we hit full YouTube partner later on this year, hopefully. But without further ado, let's jump into looking at the data and the information for the June period for the ITC South Pacific Snapshot. We're going to be starting off by looking at the top 10 players currently for the South Pacific rankings. First up, we've got Jason Horn from Victoria, coming in with 1,021 points with 6 out of 6 events played. Everyone on the top 10's got 6 out of 6 events, so I'm not going to say it every time now. We're just going to go through this list here. Second place, Jordan McGregor coming in with 1,009 points there from New South Wales. In third place, we've got Kyle Murray from, I believe, South Australia, coming in at 990 points. We've then got Ben Wan from South Australia on 973 points. Igor Callanan from New South Wales on 956 points. Dan Sherry coming in on 886 points in 6th place. In 7th, we got Nate Mao from South Australia coming in at 876 points. Then in 8th place, we've got Marcus Butler on 835 points. 9th place is Peter O'Neill from New South Wales coming in at 828 points. And then 10th place is Mark Karana coming in at 824 points. Congratulations to everyone in the top 10. It is phenomenal to see you guys. And it's actually been a massive shake up to the top 10 since our last snapshot as well, which is awesome to see. A great distribution of the states represented from Victoria, New South Wales, and South Australia being up there. Likely because we do have the ANZ TC rankings being included now, as well as a whole bunch of other rankings that are included in the system, because GW does like to take a bit of time with updating their information for the ITC ranking. Next up, we have got the top 5 teams. Now, in first place from South Australia is Lost in the Mail. They have dethroned the Down Under 40k factory team. They are sitting on 1,821 points. In second place is Down Under 40k factory team, sitting on 1,801 points. Then in third place is the Power Stances from South Australia, sitting on 1,738 points. In fourth place is Chad Mech, primarily within New South Wales, sitting on 1,688 points. And then in fifth place is the Gentleman Gamers from Victoria, coming in with 1,670 points. Congratulations to you 5 teams. Awesome work so far this season. Love seeing you guys putting in so many good results, and I'm just excited to see how the teams end up over the course of the year as well. Next up, we come to the top faction rankings, meaning the top player in each faction. So to start off with, we've got Adeptus Sororitas. It is Jordan McGregor still on 712 points. Adeptus Astartes is still Dylan Cowan on 617 points. We've got Nathan Stern on Adeptus Custodes on 594 points. Next, we've got a bit of a swap over here. We've got Zach Green coming in first for Adeptus Mechanicus on 227 points with only 2 events played. So, with AdMech getting a whole ton of changes in the most recent balanced data slate, I'm expecting AdMech to be a bit more spicy as we go through the back end of the season. For Eldari, we've got Ben Wan sitting on 647 points. Asher Militarum is Bradley MC with 557 points. On Blood Angels is Daniel Gash Jones sitting on 543 points. Then Chaos is Mr. Matt Morrisoli on 671 points. Then on Chaos Demons is Cat Trackers on 312 points with only 3 out of 4 events played, which is great to see. For Chaos Knights, we've got Joshua Pope sitting on 525 points. Death Guard. Sorry, I skipped a few there. Chaos Space Marines, Jordan Palmer Young sitting on 365 points. Dark Angels is Chris Gardner on 444 points. Death Guard is Peter Hatcliffe sitting on 534 points. Then for Death Watch is Daniel Doom with 108 points with only 2 out of 4 events played. Drukari is Mr. Chris Wright coming in with 651 points. Gene Sealer Colts is Taylor Hill, still carrying it strong from very strong early season performance with 528 points. Grey Knights is Dan Sherry sitting on 621 points. Imperial Knights is Kyle Murray sitting on 677 points. Leagues of Votan is Marcus Butler sitting on 603 points. Necrons is Jason Horn sitting on 784 points. Orcs is Mark Karana sitting on 636 points. Space Wolves is Ewart Surley sitting on 453 points with only 3 out of 4 events played. So still another ranking event to be able to be putting on top of that score. Then for Tyranids is Josh Hines sitting on 610 points. World Leaders, you've got Nick Marshall on 217 with only 2 events played. And Unari is Matthew O'Connor sitting on 38 points with only 1 event played. So congratulations to all the top players for all of your factions as well. It's great to see so many guys consistently performing within your factions. And congratulations to those who have knocked off the previous top spot player as well. Alrighty, so next up, we're going to be looking at the June ITC tournaments that did happen, whether RTTs, GTs, or even Super Majors. So starting off, we've got the Western Sydney 40k RTT, happened in South Penrith, New South Wales on the 1st of June. I believe this was the first Western Sydney RTT, which was phenomenal to see. Pete O'Neill leading the charge with this one. 29 players in attendance. In first place was Ben Tinker on Orcs going 3-0. Second place was Richard Hill with Death Guard going 3-0. And third place was Kyle Pearson with Orcs going 3-0 as well. Orcs doing quite strong in the back end of Leviathan, which is great to see here. Then we've got the Thylacine Cup GT happening down in Hobart, Tasmania, 1st and 2nd of June with 40 players in attendance. In first place was Blake Jones with Orcs going undefeated and only dropping 5 battle points, so going 495 out of 500 battle points for that tournament. Absolutely amazing win there, Blake. Well done. Second place is Shannon Butters with Grey Knights going 4 wins and 1 loss. And then Marius Ryback, I believe is how I'd pronounce that. I do apologize if I mispronounce any names during the video as well, ladies and gentlemen. With Grey Knights also going 4-1. So great to see. Congratulations, you guys, for the podium. Then we've got Terracon. Now, Terracon is a wonderful event that I have not been able to get out to for a number of years now. But next year, we're probably going to be back out there. It was in Narra Court, South Australia, 8th and 9th of June. 108 players in attendance for a 6-round event, which is awesome. So in first place, I believe that this is Matt Morrisoli going first and putting in another name, like what we've seen Alex the Greek do as well. Mighty Cucks is the team with Chaos Space Marines going 6-0. Matt, I believe it's you because I didn't see you anywhere else in the top standings. Congratulations, mate. Well done. Second place is Jason Horn going 5-1 with Necrons. And then Blake Johnson with Chaos Knights also going 5-1 as well. Congratulations, you guys. Really, really well done. Then we've got the June Beresfield RTT happening that happened in Beresfield, New South Wales on the 9th of June with 19 players in attendance. Ryan Duchatel, apologies Ryan if I mispronounce your name there, with Blood Angels went 3-0 coming first. Second place was Jake Mellon on Space Wolves. I believe he was running Wolf Jail as well. And then third place was Jake Maven with Imperial Knights going 2 wins and a draw there. Congratulations you guys for topping that RTT there as well. Next up, we've got the Behind Enemy Lines Coffs Harbour New South Wales RTT, which was phenomenal to see Coffs Harbour having some events happening. 15th of June, they had 23 players in attendance, which is awesome to see for you guys up there. Nathan Johns was first place with Chaos Knights going 3-0. Kyle Hudson was second place with Adeptus Sororitas going 3-0. And then Greg McGinnity coming in third place with Grey Knights also going 3-0. Absolutely phenomenal to see you guys. Well done. And I'm keen to see you guys continue to put on some great events up in Coffs Harbour as well. Next up, we've got Risky Rollers calling the Banners 40k GT. They had 49 players in attendance in Coburg North, Victoria on the 15th and 16th of June. Jason Horn took out first place with Necrons going 5-0. Dylan Cowan came in second place with Blood Angels going 4-1. And then Ben Karabar, I should say, or I forget how to pronounce Ben's last name every single time I say it. I do apologize, guys. With Chaos Space Marines coming in third, going 4-1 as well. Well done, gentlemen. Great to see. Next up, we have got the Down Under 40k June RTT for Sydney in French's Forest, New South Wales on the 15th of June with 26 players in attendance. We had Pete O'Neill come in first with Death Guard going 3-0. Alex Inglezos on Space Marines going 3-0 as well. And Gary Morris on Leagues of Votan also going 3-0. So well done to each of you gentlemen. Great to see you guys putting in some great results as well. Next up, we've got the Brisbane Low Rollers. The June RTT happened in Annerley, Queensland on the 16th of June with 17 players in attendance. Luke Pierce came in first with Tau Empire. Ben Rogan came in second with Chaos Knights, and then Oliver Johnson came in third with World Eaters going 2-1. So well done to you, each of you gentlemen. Great to see some variety up the top there as well. Then we head over to another Queensland tournament, the ITA 40k Singles GT, happening in Ipswich, Queensland on the 22nd and 23rd of June, with 58 players in attendance, which is absolutely awesome. First place was Brian Lakeland with Drakari. Second place was Josh McGowan with Adeptus Astartes, going 4 wins and a draw. And then third place was Ben Warrior, going 4 wins and a draw as well with Adeptus Mechanicus. So AdMech's starting to chip away there, starting to get some more people jumping on AdMech as well, which is great to see. Next up, we've got the Combat Company 2,000 point RTT happening in Mortdale, New South Wales on the 22nd of June with 12 players in attendance. First place was Woody Woo on Space Wolves going 3-0. Second place was Ben Tinker going 2 wins and a draw with Orcs. And third place was Igor Callanan going 2 wins and a draw against Ben in round 2. So well done to each of you gentlemen. Great to see you guys up on the podium there. Next up, we've got the Hobby Hub Warmaster Series RTT number 20 happening in Walnut, Northern Territory on the 22nd of June with 18 players in attendance. We had Chris O'Neill coming in first place with Death Guard going 3-0. Levin Letzman coming in second place going 3-0 with Space Marines using Exorcists. And then third place, Lachlan Campbell coming third, going 2-1 with Dark Angels as well. Well done to you guys, having some really consistent events up there in Northern Territory, which is great to see. Next up, we've got the Auspicious Northern Showdown happening in Cranbrook, Queensland on the 29th and 30th of June with 12 players in attendance. Connor White came first going 4-1. Stephen Hammond came in second with Orcs going 4-1 as well, and Dean Vincent came in third going 4-1 as well with Necrons, and Connor was playing Chaos Space Marines. So it's really great to see some faction diversity finally getting up there. Chaos Space Marines, Tau, Chaos Knights, a few other factions getting up there, AdMech as well for the top ranked factions. Then next up, we've got the Good Games Maitland 3-man teams tournament that happened in Maitland, New South Wales on the 29th of June with 10 teams of 3 players in attendance. In first place was Veterans the Long Neck. They went 2 wins and a draw. They were captained by Jack Blanche on Necrons, had Jake Mellon playing Space Wolves, and Simon Wood on Chaos Demons. Next up was Team Jacob. For second place, they went with 1 win and 2 draws. They were captained by Arian Fanian on Imperial Knights. Ben Tinker was on Orcs, and Woody Kiwu was on Space Wolves. And then Hellfire Contingency, Bullets, Brains, and Brawn was captained by Ben Smith on Thousand Suns, Nathan Stern on Imperium, and then Tim Gethmaner on Ultramarines as well. So well done to each of those teams there. A lot of 3-man teams events popping up for single days, which is great to see as well. I think it's a great way to do teams in a smaller format. And so it's great to see them slowly popping up across the country as well. Next up, we've got the Game Centre Narellan June RTT that happened in Smeaton Grange, New South Wales on the 29th of June with only 6 players in attendance, but Dan Sherry came in first with Grey Knights going 2 wins and a draw, followed by Jim Cavalier coming in second with Blood Angels going 2 wins and a draw as well, and then Rue Cavalier coming in third on with Tyranids with 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. So really well done to each of you guys for podiuming that event as well. Then we have got the Tabletop Warfare TTW Prospect June RTT happened in Prospect, South Australia on the 30th of June with 22 players in attendance. First place was Nate Mail with Necrons. Second place was Josh Engelke on Tyranids. And third place was Sam Young on Adeptus Sororitas. All 3 players going 3-0. Well done, gentlemen. Great to see you guys consistently putting up some great results there and seeing some faction diversity too. Tyranids being up there and Sisters. Absolutely phenomenal to see from you guys. But yeah, so that is going to be kind of the wrap up for the tournaments that have happened throughout June. Really great to see a number of players being up the top consistently, but also a nice spread of players as well. It's not always the same people consistently. Like, it's, particularly in New South Wales and South Australia, some players are, they might win one event, but they might win another. Like, it's just really great to see that, everyone does have an even opportunity to win events and play well and have things go their way for tournaments as well. But ladies and gentlemen, before we continue the video talking about the upcoming events, I just want to thank everyone for watching so far. And if you do want to financially support the network, feel free to check out the Ko-Fi down below, or also our YouTube memberships or Twitch subscriptions as well, where you can financially support the network. All of the rewards from the Twitch subscribers for YouTube members and Ko-Fi supporters are all delivered in our Discord, so you can jump in there, jump in the First Company Veterans channel, and you can all chat amongst yourselves, where you get to see the benefits of your financial contributions come to fruition, and have your say about what factions or players we get to see on stream at tournament coverage, and have behind the scenes discussions with me about things that are going on, as well as have your input and say about what stream upgrades and stuff we do as well. But I want to thank everyone who has been financially supporting us. Generally, our Ko-Fi and YouTube memberships are going to be either $5 Australian or $10 Australian, and then Twitch subscriptions are $9 Australian as well, which count as that highest tier as well. However, on Twitch, we do only receive 50% of the monetization that we receive on there through subscriptions. On YouTube, we only receive 70%. So keep that in mind. Ko-Fi, we do receive about 95%. So Ko-Fi is probably the best manner to do so, to ensure the majority of your money does come to us, but the other 2 avenues do work as well. And thank you to everyone who does support us through those avenues. Now, there's a lot of tournaments coming up over the next little while. So we're going to be looking at all the events for July, as well as August and September GTs, because there wasn't really too many in August, and so I want to spruik some of September as well. So first up, we got Geelong Town Open happening this weekend in North Shore, Victoria, 6th or 7th of July, 50 players. It is a sold-out event. It's going to be a great event run by David down there, and a great team that put on GTO every year, and so really great event, and good luck to everyone who is participating in it on the weekend. Then we've got the next Western Sydney 40k RTT happening in South Penrith, New South Wales on the 6th of July. 30 players in attendance. It is sold out as well, ladies and gentlemen, so good luck to everyone playing there. South Australia 40k are running a neophyte RTT in Edwardstown, South Australia on the 7th of July as well. 28 players in attendance. It is also sold out. So 3 of the first events that are happening this weekend all sold out as well. Next up, we got the Down Under 40k Beresfield RTT happening in Beresfield, New South Wales. 7th of July, 21 players in attendance. There are 5 spots left if you want to jump in on the Down Under 40k action in Beresfield. If you're up in the Newcastle, Maitland area, get along to their RTTs. They do such a phenomenal job for the community, and really, really great to see those guys having some solid RTTs up that way once again. Next up, we've got the ITA 40k doubles RTT happening in Ipswich, Queensland on the 13th of July with 26 teams of 2 players currently in attendance. I'm not sure of the cap on those players at this time, unfortunately. Next up, we've got the Battle for Terror in Coburg, North Victoria, 13th and 14th of July with 20 teams of 5. I believe tickets are still available for that one as well. So if you're wanting to play in a teams event down in Victoria, definitely check that one out. Next up, we have got Exterminatus 9 Sausage Party in Wagga Wagga, New South Wales, 13th and 14th of July. There are 71 players in there are 71 players in attendance with 29 spots left available. I love Exterminatus. It is such a great tournament organized by Dominy's team. And so we're going to be down there. We're going to be providing the tournament coverage from the tournament once again here on the ATWN. So you can catch it both on Twitch and YouTube for the tournament, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Next up, we've got the South Australia 40k Acolyte A and Acolyte B RTTs happening in Edwardstown, South Australia on the 14th of July. 46 players in attendance. There are only 2 spots left, and I believe they are split up between the 2 RTTs as well. So I believe there's about 24 players in each RTT. So if you are in South Australia and want to play an RTT on the 14th, that'd be one to definitely check out. Next up, we've got the auspicious 2K competitive happening in Unabah, Queensland on the 20th of July with 10 tickets available for that one currently. So if you're in that area or you're within that kind of an hour's drive, feel free to head out there, support the community that Auspicious have got going on there and playing some great competitive action. Next up, we've got the Tabletop Warfare Prospect July RTT happening in Prospect, South Australia on the 20th of July. Not sure what their player capacity is at this time. It wasn't on the BCP event, but yeah, definitely be sure to check that out. Now, I did forget to caveat at the start that all the events we looked at for the top rankings, as well as all of these events, are my best guess about what events are actually ITC events. And so GW haven't done an ITC calendar as of yet, which they really need to do, because otherwise, if they're not advertising players packs or on the event pages, then there's no way to really know what's ITC and what's not at the moment. Next up, we've got the Down Under 40k Sydney RTT happening in Frenchs Forest, New South Wales on the 20th of July. 24 players are already attending. There are 6 tickets left if you're wanting to get along to the Down Under 40k Sydney RTT. Ben Brown runs a phenomenal RTT out there every month, and it's great to see him getting a lot of success with the Down Under crew, being able to have consistent attendance to their RTTs and capping out more often than not as well. Next up, we've got the Hobby Hub Warmaster Tournament number 21 in Woollen, Northern Territory on the 20th of July with 4 players currently in attendance. There's 14 tickets available. So if you're in the area of Northern Territory, up in Darwin there, make sure to get along to the tournament and continue to build your community up there. It'd be phenomenal to see you guys maybe hit 20, maybe 24 players at some point in the future as well. Next up, we got Winter Warfest happening in Ipswich, Queensland on the 27th and 28th of July. There's 27 players in attendance with 2 tickets left for that tournament. So be sure if you are wanting to jump on, that shouldn't be 2 tickets, should be 23 tickets. They've got a capacity of 50 for that event. So if you're wanting to play at that event, make sure to get your tickets for that one. Still about a month away, couple of, 3 odd weeks away. So you can get your tickets in and jump in on that one if you're looking for a GT up in Queensland. Next up, we've got the Good Games Maitland RTT happening in Maitland, New South Wales on the 27th of July. With 4 players currently attending, there's still 24 spots available for those who are wanting to jump in on that one as well, which would be awesome to have more players playing at the Good Games Maitland events as well, to see them continually rebuilding their community there as well. Next up, we've got the Game Centre Narellan RTT happening in Smeaton Grange, New South Wales on the 27th of July. There are 26 tickets available for those who do want to go out and play there as well. I don't believe there's any other New South Wales RTTs happening that weekend, so if you aren't attending one during the month, that would be one that might pique your interest. Next up, we've got the North and South GT happening in Hobart, Tasmania on the 17th and 18th of August, with 29 players currently attending. There are 41 tickets available, so if you're in Tasmania or even Victoria and you want to play on a GT that weekend, make sure you head down there, support the Tassie guys with their tournaments they run, and yeah, playing a great GT. Next up, we've got CrewCon 2024 happening in Padstow, New South Wales, 17th and 18th of August as well. 74 players. It is sold out, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, we are going to be streaming it here on the ATWN. Alex runs a great event at the Padstow RSL. It's a great venue. I love streaming there and being able to cover a lot of the New South Wales scene coming together as well at this event. So it's going to be great to be there, and I hope to see you there if you are. Next up, we've got the Sydney 40K Teams September Slam happening in Padstow, New South Wales at the Padstow RSL on the 14th and 15th of September. 14 teams of 5 players. It is sold out. It's sold out within less than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, for this teams event, which is absolutely phenomenal to see. And we are going to be covering that one more than likely as well. Just got to iron out a few details on our end, but we have been invited to cover the September Slam as well, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal to have the teams coverage once again happening from one of J Marn's events of the Pantheon, which is going to be great to see. Then we've got the Risky Rollers team tournament happening in Bulleen, Victoria on the 21st and 22nd of September. I believe this is a 5-man teams tournament with 10 teams currently attending at this stage, or 10 team capacity. I know Risky Rollers post up a lot on the various Australian Warhammer 40k groups, so it's definitely keep an eye out for their posts. Head over to the Facebook event, check out the details for that, and you'll be able to find out a bit more there. And then we have also got Battle in the Bush 10 happening in Orange, New South Wales on the 21st and 22nd of September as well. Currently 11 players in attendance with 49 tickets available as well. So if you want to head out to Orange for another GT, if you're not playing at the Sydney 40k teams, that would be one to head out to. The Battle in the Bush guys do put on a pretty good event, so really keen to see them get more attendance for their tournament and see them continue to grow as well. But yeah, that covers all of the events. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the June ITC South Pacific Snapshot. Looking at where we're at, we are about halfway through the season, or almost at halfway through the 2024-25 ITC season, and the rankings are starting to solidify. Players are still getting their scores in and maxing out where they're at, and then they're going to be hunting for those bigger points that they're going to be able to achieve, which is always great to see. Now, if you did enjoy this video, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to leave a like. If you have any feedback on the ITC South Pacific Snapshot or any of the other content we create on the network, always feel free to leave it down in the comments for those videos, as well as I like to read every single comment that is left from you guys. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the network. Turn on that notification bell so you're able to be notified as to when we are releasing more videos here on the ATWN. And if you do want to catch us live, where we're doing hobbying sessions every week, as well as tournament coverage on Twitch, feel free to head over there, search us up as the Australis TWN. Drop us with a follow over there. That way you can hang out with me every week when I do my hobbying sessions, as well as when we do tournament previews and tournament coverage as well. And once again, I want to thank everyone who does support us over on Ko-Fi and Twitch, but also now those who will soon to be helping us financially on YouTube as well. You get included just below down here at the end on every snapshot going forward, as well as on our other videos that we do create on the network, as a thank you to your financial support. And you guys do allow us to keep our running costs down and be able to cover a lot of the things that we need as a business. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.